Imagine if YouTube gave you 24 hours. You got 24 hours each month to make a video that goes semi-viral. I'm talking over 1,000 views within the first week. If you don't do that, then we'll cancel your account. Imagine that. Alright, so let me tell you what I would do. But before we get into it, let me just give you a little bit of a disclaimer. Now, I really enjoyed the format that I did in the previous video to this one, and I want to kind of continue that format. So while I'm talking to you guys today and giving you as much insight and some tips around this particular matter, and why it even matters going forward into 2024, I'm going to overlay a trip that I did in Switzerland a year ago. So here's the conundrum, and I want you to just entertain this idea, because I think if you entertain this and you get to the end of this video, you will realize what my point is, and I think it will make you a better content creator. Seriously. Imagine YouTube set you a bar. They set you a boundary to work with. Every month you have to upload one video minimum. That one particular video has to reach above 1,000 views within 1 week minimum. If you do not achieve these every single month, YouTube will take away your ability to post online. Now, if you're like me, who's planning to use YouTube as some sort of catapult for the future, something that you can invest in, something that could eventually become a form of income or a passive form of income, then these stats would hinder you greatly, right? So you should be passionate about this subject, because I'm not saying I have any insider knowledge here, but I'm just saying I've seen a little thing here. Not with YouTube, but I've seen some other platforms that are doing similar things. If you're not active on their platform, if you're not posting on their platform and getting good enough results, they kind of punish you. I'm not sure they'll completely cancel you, but what if they take away your ability to earn AdSense? Imagine that. There you go, there's your growth gone straight away. What if they start to shadow ban you? I'm not sure if you know what shadow banning is, but it's where a certain company behind the scenes will start pulling your videos, will start pulling your online engagement away from your particular audience and hold it back so that they could vet it a little bit more, so they can check it out kind of thing. And if it lives up to their standards, then they'll unblacklist you in the background and allow your content to go out there. Imagine if they do that. Imagine that. So my question is, if they did that to you, what would you do about it? What type of content would you make? Would it be a talking head, a montage, a tutorial? Because whatever you make is going to need to retain enough attention. It's going to retain enough watch time hours. It's going to make sure it gets you 1,000 views. So it has to be something kind of punchy and triggering enough on the system for people to even click on it in the first place. So what video would you make? What mark would you leave? How would you ensure people click on it? How would you promote it? These are all really, really important questions. All right, let's try again. It's very, very windy today, but it's the best day that we've had out here so far. There's a photograph that I took a few years ago, about 4 years ago now, when my baby, my eldest daughter, was really, really small. I'm in the same location today, and my hope is to try and recreate the same family photo we took many years ago, but now with my daughter older, and I've got 2 more children since then. So I thought it'd be cool to bring you guys along on something a little bit personal, just to see how it goes. I think it's a bit silly because the kids have been crying so much. They're in the car crying already. Hopefully being out in the nature will change that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna pop my little action camera on me and do a bit of a POV of just trying to get those family moments. So you're gonna see the good and the bad of being out in locations like this. So you're gonna see the finished image. It's gonna look beautiful, I hope, but it's the journey we take to get there that matters, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching it, then it actually made it online. If you're not watching it, then I'm watching it personally at home. Enjoy. So let me dive in here while we watch me struggle trying to take pictures of my kids. and just tell you what I think I would do every single month if that was me in that situation. I'm in that situation personally, because I've put myself in that situation. I've said to myself, right, listen, if you upload a video now, I want every single video that you upload this year, Charlie, 2024, to have meaning. I want it to help people. I want it to inspire people. And I want it to be a content that anybody can kind of click on and just feel like, you know what, that's actually a kind of engaging subject. Enough to watch a few minutes of it. Even a few minutes, just to boost the algorithm. And my goal is to try and get above that 1,000 views each week for those videos as a threshold now. So you can keep following the channel. You can subscribe if you want, hint, hint, and you can see if I'm actually adhering to that every single week. Here's my answers to the questions I've been asking. First of all, I think point number one, I think most importantly, I'd start to figure out a video that is impactful. I feel like whatever video you put out there, if it's once a month, it needs to be impactful. It needs to not only have a message that maybe adheres to your channel's ethos, right? So it needs to be very, very aligned with your channel, because this is trimming the fat down, right? This is just one video a month. So this thing needs to be really tuned into your goal, your mission as a YouTube channel, but it needs to leave an impact. Now that could be a tutorial video. Tutorials, they help people, but once someone watches a tutorial, they tend to watch it once and then it disappears, right? Sometimes when people watch inspirational videos, for instance, motivational speeches, stuff like that, you can come back to it. It inspires you, uplifts you again. You keep repeating until eventually you feel strong enough to do so. That's kind of not really where I want to go, but that's why I feel like my videos should have that kind of aura, that should have that kind of feel, so that when you come onto these videos, they impact you in a way that helps you progress in some way. That's my goal on this channel. For instance, this video is talking about this medium. It's talking about YouTube. It's not telling you how to grow, no. But what it is telling you, and what it is giving you, is a platform, right? A foundation, right? Thinking, you know what, Charlie, you're right. If YouTube decided to change it all next year, if they just said, because they like to give you a change to entry, right, to get money in the first place. It used to be you had to have, what was it, 1,000 subscribers or something like that, so many thousands of watch time hours to start generating AdSense. That barrier's come down. It's introduced a new barrier with shorts, but who knows, who is to say that in 2026 onwards, the barrier is consistency. And that's why I kind of want to make videos that impact, because this message here, I think, can personally impact you. If YouTube changed their minds, are you set? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you making at least one video a month that can hold your channel for that month? Imagine you could only make one video that month and it got 10 views. Now, granted, you don't have full control over whether the views are going to be there or if they're not, but you kind of do. You have 50% of the holding value kind of thing. And now I think I'll touch on those points further on, but let me go on to my next point. So my first one would be, I would make a video that was impactful and that can carry itself throughout the month, right? And that kind of brings me on to my second point of, I'll need to hold the interest for the whole of that month. So I don't just want a video that's gonna leave a good impact. I mean, that's great. I'd want a video that obviously people continue to try and click on, right? But then I want a video that holds the interest. And what do I mean by that? I mean, holding the interest as in, you've watched it once, or maybe you've got 5 minutes into the video and you've run out of time, because these videos are long. I'm talking a lot, right? It's a lot of waffle. Was the video interesting enough for you to come back on your next lunch break and listen to the rest of it? Are we making videos that are actually interesting enough, or are we just putting out content? We're just putting out content. Like, it got to the point before when I was like, oh my, I gotta make a video this week. What am I making it about? Oh, I'm just gonna go make a tutorial about, how to format your memory card in a camera. Oh yeah, cool, that's nice. And you'll probably get evergreen views for that particular camera. But the point is, have you actually inspired anybody? Have you interested in anybody about who you are as a person? Like, nope. Have they hit subscribe because they thought the messages that you was giving them was actually beneficial to them? Nope. You know what I mean? So we need to have content that holds interest. My next point here, this is kind of getting on like a lecture, right? I love these waffles. These waffles, I feel like I need to just get rid of this information, this mind diarrhea, because I think it's actually beneficial to some people out there. And if it is beneficial to you right now, I need to drink some water, but if it is beneficial to you right now, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because the comments I got from the last video, I really enjoyed it. You guys uplifted me to make me feel like, you know what, I'm gonna make another video like this and have a little waffle and throw some insights out there, because it might help you again, right? My next point will be, my video would need to be shareable and it would need to be conversational. I mean, that kind of goes without saying in this video. This video is very conversational. It's kind of got some cool, calming video in the background. I hope it's cool anyway. I'm a dad, so I'll say everything's cool, but it's not really cool. But it's conversational. We're having a little bit of conversation here. I feel like I'm literally sat with you guys. I feel like you could be shaking your head saying, Charlie, you're chatting absolute nonsense, mate. Or you could be like, you know what, you're making some good points. Let me at least write one of these down or something, or make a mental log. And that's what I mean by conversational. And I mean shareable as well, in the sense that, do you think this video could actually help someone you know, like who's making YouTube videos? Do you actually think it could help someone? Like, have they ever asked the same question I'm asking today? What if YouTube gave you 24 hours? What if YouTube gave you the allowance of minimum 1 video a month? If you don't hit that 1,000 subscribers, they'll lock you off. Have you ever asked that question to someone else? Have you ever thought maybe one of your creator friends is actually, they may have wondered it as well? Yo, what if actually? That makes me want to set a fire to my backside and get working. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. I want to make content that needs to be shareable. It needs to be conversational. My next point would be, it would need to tie in with the true north of this channel's mission. I've spoke about that a few minutes ago. I feel like if you're just putting out one piece of content a month, yes, it has to really make an impact. Yes, it has to get seen. But I do believe that thing needs to hone in on what you want to achieve. On this channel, I told you, 2024, I'm all about helping you guys now. I've been on this YouTube channel 6 years. I just hit 7,000 subscribers this week. I'm really happy about that. It's a small milestone, but it's those small steps that get you to the top of the mountain. I hope you guys have been reading between the lines as I've been speaking here, because I think the true message to be had here is not the fact that YouTube could punishment on us. I don't think they would ever kind of be that harsh, but if they ever did, if they ever made you pay to be on their platform, would you still work on it? If they ever limited you where you could have a fear every single month, oh my goodness, I could be off the platform next month. I could be off. I have to reapply again from start. Imagine that. If YouTube set this monthly rule, I guaranteed your goals for action would be so much more precise. You would know you have to post 1 video at least that month. And you would make sure you reach that actionable goal. But there's so many people that start YouTube channels and they don't actually think about, okay, what are my small actionable goals? What am I actually celebrating that's small and tiny? The fact you uploaded a video this month, you should celebrate that. How are you going to celebrate it? Not by sitting in your room and saying, well done, Charlie. That's a video. You done that. Congratulations. But I would say celebrate it in the sense that if you have social media, post it on there, but make it clear. This video is specifically for this specific audience. If you're into that, then check it out. This is my opinion on it. So many people make videos and they don't celebrate the small actions of actually uploading by sharing it even further. Let me do some maths for you, right? February, we're already in it. What day is it today? It's February 14th that I'm recording this. I'm not sure when it's gonna go out, but February has 29 days in it. Yeah? Now, if you had to break down 1 video a month, that would be what? 24 hours. I mean, not everyone can use full 24 hours, but give yourself 24 hours. That would be around 49 minutes per day to create 1 video. Could you give up 49 minutes a day to create 1 video a month? And I'm sorry to quote the big guys out there, but Mr. Beast said something the same. I think he said something like, you can post 100 videos and get the same results as if you spent the same amount of time creating one video. Does that make sense to you? I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, hit subscribe. I want to keep you guys around. Let's make a little community here. I want to get like absolutely raging in the comments below. You know what I mean? Hit like, share it to anybody that you think it will help with. And I'm definitely gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'm enjoying these conversations. I can't wait to make a podcast. I'm just trying to get people to talk with me, you know what I mean? Peace and love.